It's time for GMA3. State of emergency. Catastrophic flooding after days of torrential rain in the Pacific Northwest. The evacuations in the middle of the night. First responders race to the rescue. Black Hawk Army helicopters on the scene with rivers at historic levels. We're kicking it in Maine for 50 states in 50 weeks. We'll tell you what has Mainers like actor Patrick Dempsey cheering. Plus Santa and his new elves in one of the top Christmas towns in the country. And we are going crazy for Beyonce's big return. What we know about Queen Bee, the Super Bowl of fashion, and the Beehive's big hopes for Act 3. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
You should see the dancing in our studio right now. You can see Wit, but there's a lot of great stuff going on behind the camera as well. Thank you, Keisha. Hello, I am Rebecca Jarvis. Welcome to GMA3.
And I'm Morgan. It's hard not to dance to Beyonce, right?
Yes.
Good to be with you, Wit, as well. A lot coming up here, and we're so glad that you can join us on this Thursday.
Yep,
Friday.
Absolutely. And coming up here, it is Christmas crunch time. We know that with just 2 weeks left until Santa comes. Becky Worley joins us with how to find the best holiday gift deals.
She is so on it, and we know that you can find some of those great deals right here. Tori Johnson, who is also on it, is here with deals and steals up to 70% off, including some GMA viewer favorites.
Looking forward to that, but first we do begin with the extreme weather. Severe flooding in the Pacific Northwest. Our Trevor Alt is on the scene in a Washington neighborhood with rising floodwaters, Trevor, where some evacuations also happened in the middle of the night. What happened?
That's right, Morgan, and those evacuations happened in the middle of the night. This is Issaquah Creek, which has just been ripping downstream up over the banks here into a parking lot where I'm standing for this apartment complex. It was after midnight when they had to tell everybody in this building to get out because the water level has been rising up underneath, and this is a problem all over the Pacific Northwest. There are several rivers at risk of topping their previous record high river level.
Catastrophic flooding across the Pacific Northwest. Water submerging homes and highways in Washington. This camper community evacuated and in jeopardy.
A lot of these other campers weren't able to be saved.
That atmospheric river inundating the region, dumping more than a foot of rain, putting 5 million people under flood watch. First responders across the state braving the high waters, making rescues. 18 people, along with their pets, all rescued by the fire department, and 2 Black Hawk Army helicopters used to rescue people from the Yakima River region.
Overnight, evacuation orders put in place in Skagit County and all surrounding areas. Washington's governor declaring a state of emergency after the torrential rains have now battered the state for a third day, giving a stark warning to residents.
If you receive an evacuation order, please follow that order. This is critical for your safety.
And emergency crews are urging everybody who lives near any body of water in the state of Washington to be ready to go at a moment's notice. There are 18 different areas that are likely going to hit major flood stage. And this is a problem as some of these rivers are not going to peak until midday tomorrow. Could be a very dangerous 24 hours, guys.
Yeah, we can see the water behind you, just how quickly it can rise, too. Trevor Alt, we appreciate it. Now to the fears of a possible significant air safety setback. The chair of the National Transportation Safety Board is slamming a new defense bill, saying it would make flying in and out of our nation's capital more dangerous. Elizabeth Schulze has the latest details. Elizabeth?
Whit, it has been almost 1 year since that midair collision here at Reagan National Airport took the lives of 67 people. Now a bill that was just passed by lawmakers in the House could undermine safety changes that were put in place after the crash.
The chair of the National Transportation Safety Board slamming a defense bill making its way through Congress, saying it would make flying in and out of the nation's capital more dangerous.
If it sounds like I'm mad, I am mad. This is shameful.
Jennifer Homendy says the NTSB vehemently opposes part of the bill that would roll back safety improvements put in place after last January's midair collision of a military helicopter and an American Airlines regional jet near Reagan National Airport. 67 people were killed in the crash.
This is a significant safety setback.
In the wake of the tragedy, military aircraft were banned from flying around Reagan Airport. The new defense bill would allow exemptions to that policy.
We should be working together in partnership to prevent the next accident, not inviting history to repeat itself.
Families of the crash victims call the proposed exemptions deeply concerning. But supporters say military choppers on training missions would still be required to warn other aircraft about their position or get a waiver from the transportation secretary.
It's very rare for the NTSB to weigh in on legislation. The chair says she wasn't consulted on these safety rollbacks, doesn't know how they made it into the bill. The Senate could still make changes ahead of a final vote expected next week. Guys.
Yeah, those are some big questions that are raised there. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. And it is Christmas crunch time. Just 2 weeks to go before the holidays. Our consumer correspondent Becky Worley has everything you need to know about finding those last-minute gift deals. Becky, help us out here.
Well, Rebecca, don't panic. There are still deals to be had if you haven't bought your Christmas gifts yet. But based on Adobe's latest numbers, a lot of us have been shopping. Cyber Week brought in more than $44 billion in online spending. Adobe expects the full 2025 holiday season through December 31st to hit $253.4 billion. That is up 5.3% from last year. Big categories that are driving purchases: electronics, apparel, and furniture. Right now, toys are front of mind for many gift buyers, so hot sellers are K-pop Demon Hunter action figures, I'm talking to you, Whit, DIY craft kits, Play-Doh sets, Ms. Rachel learning toys, never heard of those, but they're really popular. And there are some toy sales on right now, like Target's offering $25 off of a purchase of $100 or more in toys, or you can also get $10 off 50. And let's talk about other categories. Adobe says that as we count down to the end of free shipping, look for lingering deals in a few categories. Examples are computers, a good discount they predict is 20% off, apparel 18% in price reductions, and sporting goods at 15% off. But yes, Whit, I'll be looking for a K-pop Demon Hunter action figures.
You know, I always send you my list, Becky, so thank you very much for thinking of me.
Becky, are you done?
I'm shopping for you, buddy.
Are you a procrastinator? Are you finished?
No. I'm mostly done because I get it done during Black Friday when I'm shopping for all of you.
Yeah.
But I have a few last things. My sister-in-law.
No.
Okay.
So hard.
You still got time.
Yeah. You guys, you done?
Okay, thanks.
No,
Looking like gift
not.
card season for everybody.
Gift card season. You get what you get and you don't get upset. All right, Becky, thank you. Coming up here, James Cameron is counting down to Avatar, Fire and Ash, and he's already hard at work on his next project with a Grammy-winning superstar. We'll have all those details coming up next.
We are back now with Pop News. Will Gans joins us live. I just tried to change your name.
Will Gans, you know. I'm sort of like Beyonce and Cher. Just Will is enough, you know. The people know. All right, it's getting cold outside, so let's skip ahead to the first Monday in May, shall we? Vogue and Anna Wintour announcing the co-chairs for the 2026 Met Gala, including Wintour herself, and for the first time in a decade, Beyonce returning to the Met steps after previously serving as a co-chair back in 2013. Fans already speculating that we could get her Act 3 album announcement to coincide with the Met Gala appearance.
Oh my God.
Then Nicole Kidman also joining Beyonce to co-chair for the first time in 20 years, and Venus Williams will be serving as a first-time co-chair. The exhibition behind the event is set to celebrate costume art. So Elle magazine says that we should expect to see attendees embrace body-conscious designs, sculptural silhouettes, and possibly sheer or naked dressing that emphasizes the form. And Vogue's 2025 Best Dressed list just dropped, and this includes Bad Bunny and model Alex Consani, as well as icons like Michelle Obama, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, Timothée Chalamet, Zoe Kravitz, Cola Scola, and many, many more. You can catch the full list on Vogue's website right now.
I'm not biased at all, but this is going to be the best Met Gala ever.
I mean,
Beyonce.
When you have confirmed Beyonce's attendance 6 months in advance,
It's
like
on.
we're already winning.
You know she don't come out the house.
Exactly. Unless she's on tour or it's the Met Gala.
Right.
All right, now James Cameron preparing to bring us all into the world of Fire and Ash. After celebrating the world premiere of Avatar Fire and Ash in Los Angeles, the cast launched their world tour in Paris. Now they've continued their travels, bringing the third Avatar film to premieres in China, Spain, and Italy. All of this is getting fans around the world super excited for the film, which hits theaters next Friday, December 19th. And Cameron is one busy guy. He's already at work on his next project, teaming up with Grammy and Oscar winner Billie Eilish to co-direct her tour documentary, which follows Eilish on her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour, which just wrapped up a few days ago. The film debuts in theaters on March 20th. Can you imagine being Billie Eilish and you bring on, just James Cameron to direct your tour documentary?
Spice it up a little bit, just a bit.
Exactly. TBD if any of the avatars will be making appearances in Billie Eilish's tour. All right, finally, they're volunteering as tribute. Josh Hutcherson and Jennifer Lawrence returning to the Hunger Games franchise. This is 10 years after last starring in Mockingjay Part 2. Multiple outlets reporting that the duo, who of course became household names as Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark, will reprise their roles in the upcoming prequel movie Sunrise on the Reaping. And if you're asking yourself how that's even possible, book readers know differently. A number of beloved characters return in the novel's epilogue, which is where fans expect Josh and Jen's cameo appearance to be. May the odds be ever in our favor as we wait and count down to Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. It's in theaters November 20th, 2026.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Will Gans.
My best.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, well, coming up, Emily in Paris week, we sit down with Lucien Laviscount. That is coming up next.
We are back now with Emily in Paris week, and one of the show's stars, Lucien Laviscount. He plays Elfie. It is so nice to see you here.
Welcome. Pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Everybody who comes to GMA3 gets a round of applause, and we're so thrilled you're here with us. It is season 5. I mean, it's just amazing. We've been having this conversation now, and it's just amazing what this show has done for you and for so many people who love it so much.
It's crazy to think it's like 5 seasons in. Honestly, it just keeps getting better and better as well, I think. But to be able to come here with you guys, Good Morning America 3, like,
we love
I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream.
It's our dream,
I'm
for
living
sure.
the dream.
We did see a clip earlier, though, on GMA, this like steamy dance scene with your co-star.
You saw that?
Yes. Everybody is asking, what's happening here? What happens next?
It gets interesting. It gets interesting. Look, listen, I don't want to give too much away.
See, we just get these images, and we're supposed to piece this all together.
This is it. This is the genius of Netflix, I guess. But yeah, it was incredible. I got to dance with Ashley on the show this season. Sorry.
Well, we have the clip. I think we should take a look at the clip.
Yeah.
Let's go deep.
Let's go.
No, I can't do this.
You can do this.
I don't think I can. I really don't.
But just stop thinking about it. Turn off your brain and jump.
Okay. Let's take it from the head flicky thingy.
You want to start with a sassy bit.
Oh.
Seriously, how many push-ups before you did that scene?
And this is kind of spicy. I understand there's a lift in there as well.
There's a lift that comes into it, and honestly, me and Ashley kind of share a birthday week. Her birthday is the 6th of June, mine's the 9th of June, and we was in rehearsals on our birthdays, getting ready for the whole dance routine. And so I'm just going to say thank you to Ashley for helping me through that. That was it was amazing. She's so talented and great to work with, and yeah, this season's interesting.
She is such a talent. Did the two of you watch Dirty Dancing together like a million times in preparation?
I didn't need to watch Dirty Dancing a million times for this. I've already watched Dirty Dancing back to back.
Okay.
Dirty Dancing's been is high on the list. But yeah, to get the lift right was really important. So I think we got it. Erin, the director, was fantastic. So yeah, I'm
excellent. Well, we can't wait to watch that. And what do you hope? Obviously, there's only so much that you can tell us. But what do you hope we see from Alfie this season?
Gosh, I think hopefully we see Alfie standing on his truth and what he wants to do, as opposed to trying to make sure everyone else is happy. I think
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that truth. Like, where does it end up?
Where does it end up? It ends up outside a restaurant with posing a big question.
Oh, boy.
Like, that's actually a
okay,
really
that's
good
a
tease.
cliffhanger.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. Are you team Alfie? I mean, naturally, or are you team Gabriel? Because that's what people want to know. Like, who is Emily? going to end up with?
Listen, I don't know whose endgame. I think that's the beautiful thing about being on a show like this. The writers just run with it, and we get the scripts in real time. And honestly, after getting the first episode for this season, I kind of disappeared for about 3 days, just kind of processing what the outcome could be. But yeah, it's always fun with these guys. You know, they know what they're doing.
What was it like shooting in Rome?
Shooting in Rome's magic. Like, I feel like Paris feels like home. Rome feels like I'm on vacation, but Rome at 2 a.m. It's like you have the city to yourself, all that history. The food's incredible, the people are great. So I'm so blessed to be on the show and shooting these incredible locations.
So cool. And a little gelato in the mix, too.
There we go. Come on.
What's your flavor? What's your flavor?
Pistachio.
Ooh.
Actually, when in
How about
Rome.
you, Lucian?
You fancy with it? I like a little mixture.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
well,
green with it. Sorry.
We love having you here with us. Don't be sorry ever. Emily in Paris season 5 premieres next Thursday on Netflix. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Right back.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Yes, welcome back to GMA3 on this Thursday, and we are celebrating tomorrow on GMA the incredible Dick Van Dyke's 100th birthday. The comedy icon sits down with us to talk about his book, 100 Rules for Living to 100.
Looking forward to that for sure. Also tomorrow, the Central Perk Coffee House, inspired by Friends, is officially opening here in New York City, and we'll be live inside the cafe on opening day.
Looking forward to that. And we're also getting ready for the holidays. Lori Bergamatto will be here with her Trend Lab with great ideas for hosting during the season. Could use those tips.
Yes, we all could for sure. Now to 50 states in 50 weeks. We are hitting every state leading up to the country's 250th anniversary in the order they joined the union. So, number 23 on the list is Maine. Rhiannon Alley is there in Kennebunkport. And Rhiannon, we hear they take Christmas very seriously there.
It really feels like I stepped into a Christmas movie. Seriously. It is no surprise. Kennebunkport has been named one of the top Christmas towns in the entire country. And I want to share something that's really bringing a lot of joy to people all across Maine. We are talking about the city's first professional soccer team, the Hearts of Pine. The thrill of the game is electrifying.
You go to one Hearts game and you're hooked.
Portland Hearts of Pine has become a phenomenon across Maine. It's a new team that's part of the United Soccer League's 3rd division of professional soccer. This year's inaugural season, selling out its 5,500-seat stadium and making it all the way to the semifinals.
It's a difficult thing because you're bringing a bunch of players that never played together to a team, and that chemistry kind of takes a while.
Native Mainer and former soccer player Gabe Hoffman-Johnson knew Portland needed a club.
You're building something from scratch. It's truly a community-first driven club.
Every fiber of the club woven by the community for the community.
We're talking with Mainers. We're the Soccer Club of Maine, and who we tell stories about and who we amplify and the things that we shine the spotlight on very often are not even about soccer. And they're not even about the club. It's about people. It's about place. It's about anchored locally in everything that we do.
We want the best for the people that come and support us, and we're willing to go into those areas, whether it's schools, hospitals, wherever we can be helpful and be uplifting, and we take that responsibility seriously.
From oyster roasts to even tattoo events.
Fans like me could get a Hearts tattoo tattooed on our body, which just shows our passion for the club.
The fandom as fierce as playing against the rivals.
We do the heartbeat, it's called, where we clap, where there's a drum and then we clap above our heads. The whole stadium does it.
Hearts! Hearts! One familiar fan?
That's Patrick Dempsey.
Grey's Anatomy star, but also Mainer Patrick Dempsey and his Dempsey Center, who are proud sponsors and supporters of the team.
So many, thousands and thousands of Mainers are represented in what Hearts of Pine is, and hopefully it's an invitation and a beacon for what community-minded organizations can accomplish and can be.
As the team looks forward to its 2nd season, their future, and hope that a championship win is on the horizon.
That's what this club is. It's an invitation to be your best self, and I think at the end of the day, a lot of people want that. They want that pulled out of them. They want to lead with their heart.
Okay. They want to lead with their hearts is right. And you can see the team's second season kicks off this spring. They already have a new fan. I've got my jersey right here. I've got all my new friends, including Moxie the Moose. This is the mascot right here. So it's going to be another great season coming up. And by the way, the Nonantum Resort is just one of the festive places you can celebrate the Christmas prelude. It is a 2-week seaside celebration. It is so much fun. There are fireworks, there are tree lightings, including a big lobster tree in the town square. They are all full of the Christmas spirit, including us, right guys? Visiting very soon, Rhiannon. Thank you so much. And thank you to the little ones as well. All right, we're going to go now to Deals and Steals, and Tori Johnson is here to help you wrap up that holiday gift list with fabulous gifts for your loved ones. Tori, it is so great to see you.
Maybe even for yourself.
Maybe for yourself. I have been looking forward to this ever since I saw it.
Yes, so we're so excited. This is Dr. Diamond's medicine. He is one of the most in-demand, hottest plastic surgeons in Beverly Hills, and this line is called his Instafacial Collection. So there's 4 different products. This one right here, you could open that.
Yes, the red plasma.
Yeah, we're going to show Morgan that red plasma that's the first layer, and it's all about repairing the skin. Then we move on.
Hydrating.
So it's really hydrating, but it's like even more. It's working at a cellular level to help to really repair the skin barrier. Then we've got this one, the infusion. This is about firming, defining, contouring. 3 words we love.
Yes.
Then we have the emulsion right here, and that is to resurface. Helps to resurface. That's for really smooth skin texture, so that everything glides on better, or so that you don't put anything on at all. And then the newest is this one right here, which has this packaging. Packaging type. So this is
love a spatula.
magnetic spatula, and that's the Hydro, and that is
so
the one that is for hydration. All about this. When you put that on your face, it feels just phenomenal.
It's so
it feels
smooth.
good on my hands. So I can only imagine.
So it's not only going to feel good, but this stuff goes to work. If you can't get to Dr. Diamond's office, this is the next best thing, and it's all 50% off and free shipping. Biggest discount they've ever done.
Wow. Such a great discount, and
Yeah.
I see this in my feed all the time, and it is an incredible product.
Yes. Okay. Laura Geller. So we love everything from Laura Geller.
Yes, we do.
We like to say that it's makeup for real women. It's not like about gimmicks and all that. And it's like all easy to use that makes you look and feel like even more glamorous.
It sparkles.
It's sparkles day or night.
It's also compact as well.
Yes, especially this palette right here, which is really beautiful for travel because it literally covers everything. Your blushes, bronzers, eyeshadows, all in one convenient palette. I think the palettes are really beautiful, as well as the brushes for gifting, because you can't go wrong. They work for all skin tones, all styles. People can find a color they love. I feel like the top section is like you treat yourself personally, and this bottom line right here is all for gifting. The prices really hit the spot, up to 70% off from Laura Geller and free shipping.
Excellent. We love that.
All right, we're moving on to some coats here. These are from Orlay. So these little cropped ones were just named an Oprah favorite. But we've got lots of long options as well. You guys might remember, I know, Rebecca, you definitely would, that Amazon
I remember
coat,
it.
right?
I do.
Like, everyone had the Amazon coat. I happen to not have one. I feel like I was all out of it. 29,000 positive reviews.
Wow.
And so that's this one right here. We have a variety of colors online. We've got a big assortment on these. And so depending on,
one is so cute.
So cute, right? Depending on style preference, the amount of warmth that you need, you can't go wrong with these. And the prices are phenomenal. These are all half price, starting at $47 and free shipping.
Wow.
Yeah.
And everybody needs one right now.
Yes.
We're feeling this.
Seriously, right now. All right, moving on to a serious one. This is the gift of better hearing. This is Audin, and so this little charging case right here. When you open it up, you see inside it's got that blue light, and that's UV sanitation. So it's cleaning as it charges. And then look how teeny and discreet. These literally look like your earpods. Earbuds.
Exactly.
And they're so unbelievably lightweight, discreet, but powerful sound in these. So this is an unbelievable gift. If someone's been nervous about trying them, but you know they need them, this is it. 50% off and free shipping.
What an excellent, and I see
That's
this
so
stat
good.
on the back, 32% decreased risk of dementia with hearing aids.
Yes.
This is such a great gift.
Yes.
Game changer.
All right, Steamery, the gift of no wrinkles, big variety.
Oh, yeah.
If they like to look good, the colors are gorgeous.
They are.
And the little shaver's great if they've got knits that kill.
I mean, all of my
50% off.
sweaters do right now, so
Everything.
yes.
Exactly. And then the NutriBullet, perfect for on the go. You can blend this direction, then you flip it over and you drink all in one. It's got a serious motor in here, so even your frozen beverages, $49 and free shipping.
Wow.
Really good gift.
Such a great invention. Thank you, Tori.
Thank
and
you.
thank you to all these companies for these deals. You can just scan that QR code or head to GMAdeals.com to check out all the products. And coming up here, twins Matthew and Gunnar Nelson are here. We know them, of course, as the rock duo Nelson. They're here to tell us about their new memoir and growing up in a very famous family. Stay with us.
We are back now with beloved rock stars, the Nelson twins, Matthew and Gunnar. They topped the charts in the 90s as rock duo Nelson and have written a new memoir titled What Happened to Your Hair, highlighting their incredible journey growing up in Hollywood and shining on stage. By the way, the hair still looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Both of you.
And
welcome.
Swedish chicks for a long time.
It's a little bit shorter now, but still looks great. I do want to jump right into kind of like the start of this memoir here, and such a serious thing that you get into. Your father, legendary rocker Ricky Nelson, and a phone call that you received. You were supposed to be on an airplane with him when you were 18 years old.
That's right.
And you got this phone call that saved your life. Tell
That's
us
right.
about that.
He must have had just a premonition. We look back on it all these years later and kind of think about that. He had that kind of sense, I suppose, but it was that phone call that saved our lives. There's actually a chapter in this book where it's the way I end the book, which is what if Pop hadn't died? You know, what would have happened? And we actually talked about it. It was so important to us to actually set the record straight on what happened in that circumstance, not only personally, but just technically what happened with that crash. We had a lot of questions about it because the media really went off on a tangent that wasn't true. You know, it was a mechanical failure. But for Gunnar and I, we actually had to kind of deal with it not only as a family and grieving, but it was on television for weeks in the news cycle. But our dad was the kindest, most wonderful guy. He was just down to earth, sweetheart guy. We were very close with him. We were living together, and he said, "Hey, let's spend New Year's Eve together." And at the last minute, we got a phone call where he says, "You know, guys, I don't feel good about this, and why don't you meet me in Dallas? Don't fly on the plane." And he had just bought this beautiful restored DC-3 from Jerry Lee Lewis. We were excited about it. It was like having a vintage car, you know, and it's a big plane, not real little. And he just had that feeling, and so all these years later, we just thought that, you know, God must have intervened or something. But, it was very difficult too. We couldn't talk about it at the time.
Right.
We had to make a deal in order for the families, because his whole band actually went down with the plane too, and they had families we all grew up with, to make sure that they were taken care of. We couldn't talk about it, and we were told by the attorneys at the time, "Don't worry, the NTSB report will come out months later and people will know." But of course, that was page 30 in little tiny print.
And they say we learned the hard way, that's not how it works.
Right,
really.
and so to this day, we still get people coming up to shows asking about the crash, so we decided to write a book to address that.
Yeah, and it had to be, you know, you're 18 years old, this happens in your life, and then you're growing up in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's so much attention on you. That there's the good and the bad of it. I did read that George Harrison used to come over for breakfast,
Well,
which is a fun one.
Right, we always said that we had a totally normal childhood.
Totally normal.
We did. And George, Uncle George, we just knew him as Uncle George, would come over every morning. The homeless guy in the living room that would never leave was Bob Dylan.
My babysitter was Cass Elliot from Mamas and Papas.
Amazing.
But it was just our normal. You know,
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you don't know what fame is.
Yeah.
You know, but we grew up with our grandparents, who, by the way, helped start this network.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Ozzy and Harriet.
Yes.
The show ran 435 episodes, 14 years. Everybody grew up with the family. Our grandfather Ozzy wrote, produced, edited, directed, and starred in all 435 episodes. And we just restored the show in 4K high def, so people can see it. We actually, we kind of picked up the torch. We thought that it was really important for the legacy of the family to preserve it. Same thing with our father's musical career. And you know, we've had a nice little run. We're the only family in history with 3 generations of #1 hit makers in it.
Amazing.
And we're kind of doing our own thing, and it was time to write this book.
And I suppose when you were asking about the crash in the beginning, the theme of our lives has been to find the silver lining in any dark cloud. You know, I know it sounds trite, but it's really what our family's always done. Our family's always been in the business of the good stuff. You know, there's a lot of bad stuff out there. And so our job right now, and the reason why we wrote the book right now, is because we think America needs a hug.
Well, we know that you guys followed in your father's footsteps. You talk about legacy, performing at the age of 12. Are there any words of wisdom that he gave you that still stick with you throughout your career?
Well, be writers first and foremost, yes, because our father had an interesting career. Like in the beginning, he was at the beginning of rock and roll, and what most people were doing was they were translating other people's songs. He reinvented himself as a country rocker with his band, the Stone Canyon Band, and wrote Garden Party. By the way, we passed the garden on the way here, which was cool. And it was from a life experience. So when we were growing up, he said, boys, if you're going to do this, write songs, right? Do that first and foremost. And we're proud to say that we are the only Nelsons who have actually written their own number ones.
Well, thank you both for coming in. The book, once again, is called What Happened to Your Hair. It hits bookstores nationwide on Tuesday. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
And then coming up here, the amazing moment overnight for cancer research. We'll be back.
Final number raised this evening is $3.1 million.
And that is worth celebrating. We are back now with GMA3, and what an amazing moment overnight at the 5th anniversary of Booyah, a celebration of Stuart Scott, the V Foundation for Cancer Research, raising a record-breaking $3.1 million. Our very own Rachel Scott, not only our senior political correspondent, but co-host of What You Need to Know on Disney+. You also hosted that event. Rachel, that looked incredible.
It was amazing, and I love that clip because when they said $3.1 million, my jaw dropped. The V Foundation is this incredible organization that is really focused on trying to tackle the disparities that we are seeing when it comes to cancer. 100% of the proceeds are going to go to cancer research, and this was an event that was really a celebration of life for Stuart Scott. You know, he was a member of the Disney family, ESPN, a legend, and so much of this event was focused on honoring his life, his legacy. He was part of this foundation long before he got his diagnosis, and he was really committed to tackling the disparities that we are still seeing in cancer.
And there were so many emotional moments, and one in particular, the inaugural Stuart Scott Impact Award was given to Pro Football Hall of Famer and cancer survivor Randy Moss, and he said here this quote, "I'm able to be myself on national television because Stuart Scott broke all the barriers."
And he gave this really emotional speech. I mean, all of us just had chills. We had tears in our eyes just listening to him talking about how he overcame his diagnosis, and also about the life and the legacy of Stuart Scott, the impact that he had on him, breaking those barriers. And that quote that Stuart Scott always says, and what he did say, was that you beat cancer by how you live, right? By how you live. The impact of his work, of his legacy, the things that he said, it still lives on, and certainly was on full display last night.
Yeah, and we feel it so deeply here as part of the Disney family. He was such a trailblazer, and now there's the new 30 for 30 documentary, just came out overnight. What an incredible story. And his family was there last night to celebrate as well.
His girls were on GMA. They were amazing. His family was there last night as well. They spent 3 years working on this documentary. I cannot wait to see it. I had a chance to talk to the film's director just last night, and the family just poured so much of their heart, so many footage and clips that you've never seen before, and also hearing from people that just love Stuart so much. So it's really a special
The impact he had on so many people.
Completely. Yeah, truly a legend, a North Carolina legend at that, and will certainly still be remembered. ESPN's 30 for 30 Booyah, a portrait of Stuart Scott, is now streaming on the ESPN app and Disney+. We'll be right back.
We are so close. It's Thursday. Thank you so much for watching.
And for more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye.